Yo, good morning. This is day 5 of Lenormarch, being recorded on the 6th of March because I had all sorts of trouble trying to get my day 4 one loaded. In fact, I ended up having to re-record it in the end, so now I'm a day behind again, and I'd gotten all caught up. I'm so annoyed. Anyway, the prompt for today is, what Lenormand decks did you have or have had that didn't work for you, and why? What makes a not so good Lenormand deck for you? Lovely images that are not clear, or that are so full of color and movement and activity that you can't focus on the pure meaning of the card. I have actually in my collection, excuse me, only one that I would say, sorry, let's get that out of the way, that is just not going to work for me. And I think I owe it a debt of gratitude because I bought this one fairly early on, and as soon as I got it out of its package and looked at it, it was one of those what was I thinking moments, and it cured me pretty much right then and there of buying a deck simply because I liked the images. And I really hate doing this because I know, the people who create these decks, they put a lot of love and effort and work and time into creating these decks. And then to have somebody come along and go, oh God, it's awful. It's not nice. And I apologize for that. And I'm conscious that there's probably quite a few people out there who have this deck who really like it and really enjoy working with it. I just couldn't do it. And I'm sorry to say it is the Dust Bunny Lenormand. Now, I'm not going to call out the designer of this deck, but if when I show you some of the cards you go, hey, I really quite like that deck, the details will be in the down bar for you, should you want to go check it out. Or see me, and maybe we could do a swap. But anyway, the images are lovely, and I think the reason I liked it is because it's all based on vintage advertisements, which I like. I'm attracted to that kind of imagery. I'm attracted to that kind of art. But I think a whole 36 cards of it, borderless as well. I mean, this is awkward because I tend to pick the cards up with my left hand. I'm going to have to try and do this with my right hand. Although I am right-handed. Anyway, you can kind of see that's the rider. It's got the title. It's got, I think it's got a number. Yes, it does have a number, although it's hard to see against the horse there. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, if you flip that over, you're going to go, that's a rider. I don't have a problem with that. That's good. That's Clover. I think, actually, this is a bit of an indication. This deck is still in its original order. I have never used it. I looked at it, I went, oh, and I put it away. But yeah, that's a Clover. That's good. That's a ship. Okay, that one's, that is quite dark. Could be moon, could be clouds, if you're taking a quick look at it. But yeah, I mean, there's a whacking great big ship on it, it should be obvious. But it just gets a bit too lively, a bit too colorful. We've gone from deep dark blues to oranges and reds and soft blues. And also, I'm just going to bring that in. I mean, you can see how soft and pastel-y the imagery is. So it's not clear. When you start laying a load of these out, it just gets really, okay, there's, that tree, that's a nice clear one. Clouds, yeah, okay, yeah. But it just gets to be a bit too much. The individual images, are fine. Maybe there's one or two. In fact, I know, and I'm going to flip through it. There's, yeah, the whip. Okay, we have a baby riding a tortoise, waving whip about. It just starts to get a bit muddled. You start to look at that and your brain goes, oh, child. No, not child, whip. Oh, but whip and child. Ooh. Yeah. No. There's one. There's another one that just... I'm sorry. I look at that card and all I see is the big gleaming spool of white cotton. Yeah, oh, finger over it. I mean, yeah, you can work out that's the tower, but that is just so distracting. like it. Oh, no. The garden with two children in it watering it. Okay. Distracting, distracting, distracting. Now this one, the path. I mean, yeah, okay, they're standing on something. It happens to be a path, but again, you've got two children, and you've got this exceedingly grumpy-looking frog in the corner. I don't quite know what he's doing there, but you know, your brain, if you read tarot, or you read, intuitively, or you sort of use the images to pick up intuitive insights, you're going to see things like that, and it's really going to affect your reading. Try as you may. I don't hate the images. The images are great, but now here's another one. The book. Now, a lot of people read the book open versus closed, or pages versus spine, for those things that are hidden, the spine side, and those things that are revealed, the open side. I mean, you will find decks with just flat open books on it, and then you find your way of deciding which side is which, if it matters to you. I mean, in this case, I would say that this side is the side that's open because this is the side the child is looking at, and therefore this side is the side that's closed. But you have a kid scribbling in a picture book. It sort of takes away the gravitas of the book card. It's sweet, but anyway, that's enough. You get the idea. And when you have all of those images, I'm sorry, look at the lens. When you have all of those images laid out in a grand tableau, it is just a higgledy-piggledy mishmash, and it just doesn't work. And this is another deck that I have, and I like, and I have used, and I can use. And again, I feel really bad about putting this in the pile. And this is the Enchanted Lenormand. When I spoke about I'm peeking here, the Complete Lenormand Oracle Handbook by Kathleen Matthews, this is the deck that comes with it. And it's beautiful. And again, I'm going to swap to my right hand. I mean, that's a coffin, and you can see, okay, you've got your card inset, you've got little elements, or, well, I don't know if they're elements, but you've got a heart and a clover and a diamond or precious gem and a darker gem this side. And it's all inside a crystal ball, as if you're looking at an image inside a crystal ball. It's lovely. The cards are lovely, but they're quite dark. They're quite small. I mean, I've got small hands, and it sort of sits petitely within that. I'm quickly looking around. I mean, even compared to the Dust Bunny, Lenormand, you can see how much smaller these cards are. I mean, great for a grand tableau, but again, if you lay all 36 of those out side by side and all of the borders are the same, it begins to look a bit samey. It all tends to wash into itself. And I get rather distracted by the pretty crystal ball. It makes it harder to see the images. And again, they are very, very softly colored, quite muted colors, quite dark, the whole thing. That shows up a bit better. I mean, the star, it's lovely. The essence of the image, is obvious. That's a star. That's a bear. That's a mountain. You're not supposed to like the mountain cards, but I do. Maybe it's just I have a thing for mountains. Who knows? There's another nice, jolly sun. Isn't he lovely? But you do have to be a little bit careful. Now, just reading these, as 3 cards, in front of a face, that's not a problem. But I would find it difficult to read these as a grand tableau. Really, that's all I have to say about it. It's just a couple of decks that I have that I don't get on with, and the reasons why. And as I said, they may work perfectly well for other people. It may just be that I'm easily confused. I know that. So, I need to keep it very, very simple and very, very clear, and so as not to start triggering, too many image associations and get myself in a muddle in that way. I've got plenty of other cards I can do that with. So that leaves me to record day 6, which is always our wish list one. It's mercifully very short. I may do that today. I may leave it till tomorrow. So thank you for watching, and I'll be catching up on all of your videos shortly. So take care. Bye-bye.